So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. A give to Elliott. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Greg Zuerlein for the Cowboy field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
And Zuerlein's kick is good. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
A gain of a yard. It's now 4th down.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Haskins not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for this. And they'll indeed go for it with Haskins. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. The give is to Elliott. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
Check. Line's 59. Line's 59. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Now Prescott. Flushed out right. Incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Elliott. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Ezekiel Elliott.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They're going to run the jet sweep on 3rd down. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
Thomas Davis on the
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A 29-yard attempt.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo. Usually.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
He's coming. Double up.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, Prescott. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Now a give, right side. Gibson. And he stopped immediately there. Jalen Smith tied for 6th in the NFL in tackles last year, in on the stop there.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll run with McKissick. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Gibson, and he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Gibson, the ball carrier.
We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
6-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Cowboys 6, Washington 0.
A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Antonio.
It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. His pass caught at the 4. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Washington.
David Njoku, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington has tied the ball game with the extra point still to come.
His kick is good.
And his kick is good.
Makes this Washington 7, Cowboys 6.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
To throw is Prescott. He'll find the rookie from Oklahoma, CeeDee Lamb. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. A handoff left. Elliott takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
21, Ezekiel
Well,
Elliott.
partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Good for a Cowboy.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind. And this time, they get it to him the more conventional way. And it's much more successful as well.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Safety creep.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Kill. 47. Check 59, right?
From the red zone now, Prescott. And it'll be intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the 1st half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
On first down, Gibson. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
The tackle made by Jalen.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. And again this time to the tailback. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Leighton Van Der Esch on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A gain of 7.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Give the tackle there to Morgan Burnett.
The ball carrier.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pick.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down on a gain of 10. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Touchdown.
Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do? A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And Washington has tied the ball game with the extra points still to come. And this puts them on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
Washington 14, Cowboys 13.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jason McCourty.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Got an open man, it's Harmon. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one goes for 24 yards. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. J.D. McKissick as the first half is winding down. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty.
Intercepted by Washington. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Oh, boy. We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
To Ezekiel Elliott.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
1st down run with Elliott, going to go for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
10 at the 25-yard line.
He's checking. Crash. Switch. Check hot.
First down, Prescott. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, his third touchdown now on the year. And now the Cowboys are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
First down.
So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double. You would think that you hit it off the wall. Big-time play for him on a short little pass.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
On 2nd down, it's Gibson. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
3 brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
A gain of 4 yards.
They gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
They'll run on first down. It's Gibson. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Washington 28, Cowboys 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep. I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. They go to Elliott again. Seven yards there and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike 59.
Here's Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. Throw caught here by Bird. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
Boys. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Throwing, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 19-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Gibson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down.
They'll try and run for him. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth.
A pickup of 2 yards. First down, Washington.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Receiver, the ball carrier.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
gain on the play.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Catch is made. It's Harmon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
First down, Washington.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, Haskins. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Right back to him on first down. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And Washington going to add on to their lead.
The kick is good.
And his kick is right through.
Washington 35, Cowboys 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Chase Young in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. After the sack on first down, Prescott, great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his first. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Troy Apple. rookie. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. A good comeback there after the penalty. 9 yards, and it's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Haskins going to try to throw it. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Anthony Brown. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. A good pickup there on first as a screen pass gets him 8. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott, he's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Prescott. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Chase Young in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Washington, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Flag on the play. Yeah. That's a flag on the play. Yeah. Flag on the play. Hold up. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make them throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't trying to get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go. I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks, that's a whole field. Cause we ain't staying there. Running off the block, yeah, I'm something like a linebacker. I got juice like a Fanta, how you like it? How you like it? I'm on purple, I'm on yellow, like a Viking. Like a Viking. All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range, just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, it hit the hole, then I ran it. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. I'm in the field like a panther, I done up the standards. Like Michael Vick in Atlanta when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water, call me Black Bridgewater. Lamar Jackson, how I throw them Ravens cross the border.
Yeah. Yeah. Yo. Turn your mic on, kid. I did. For real? Who you playing? Oh, I need to watch yours. Broadcast yours. Oh, who was watching my broadcast?
I was.
You still watching it?
Yeah, that's why you can hear yourself.
Landon Collins hurt. 5 weeks.
Buccaneers lost, TJ.
They lost?
They lost. Yeah, they lost 19-20.
Oh, let me stop the broadcast. I said, let me stop the broadcast.